Welcome. Man, this is Terry Henry, man, and it's a pleasure and an honor to be here on tonight. I am just so blessed to be here. Like I said, we talk about trust, we talk about credit, we talk about many things on our Godcast. But I wanted to specifically talk about, well, y'all can ask whatever questions you all want. I'm here to answer them, but I'm specifically talking about credit. I said I want to touch on credit for my people that is watching, touch on credit tonight because, it's a lot of y'all trying to do your own credit. A lot of people now, are we on Facebook and stuff too? Oh, okay. It's a lot of people that's trying to do credit, trying to do your own credit, trying to do everything. The only problem is you really don't know what's happening, why it's wrong, this and that. So ask questions as we go along because it's like I said, it's not a long segment unless you make it long. If you got a lot of questions, whatever you want to talk about, I am here to talk about it. But the credit segment is not long because it's real simple. We do it every day, so I say it's simple for us, but it may not be simple for you, okay? But with that being said, let's break into it. Do y'all have any questions before I get started? Something y'all want me to touch on? Whatever, if y'all have any questions, raise your hand or get in the chat, and my guy, Rashawn, will let me know. Okay, when you're fixing credit, okay, y'all already know there are certain things you do. I fix credit for a living, okay, here. So we're not going to go into depth detail because we fix credit. This is part of our money maker. But I'm saying, if you know what to do in the beginning, I'm going to just skip step one. You know what to do in the beginning. You know what to write. You know what letters to send off to the credit bureaus, okay? You know what to send off to the credit bureaus and to prepare. First off, what we do here at Terry Henry Consultant, our counterparts that we send off to, they're going to upload all your forms to the credit bureaus, okay? You're going to upload all your forms, all your documents, all your letters, all your disputes, all these things. If you got a police report, whatever it is, it's going to be all uploaded to Experian.com, service@transunion.com. Equifax is going to be uploaded to their platforms, okay? Upload, listen to me clearly. It will be uploaded through the online portal that they have to upload your documents, okay? Now, on top of uploading the documents, you're going to go to any, and I'm talking in circles, but you catch, y'all pretty smart, catch on. You're going to go to any secondary bureau that allows you to upload, okay? And you're going to upload there. You say, why do you do that, Mr. Henry? Well, because what happens is the reason why I'm dealing with a lady right now that we helping. The reason why things come back because you upload it to Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, and then you happy. Your credit score done shot up a few points, whatever. But what you fail to realize is you didn't upload to the secondaries. You didn't send the same document that you send off to Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion should have been sent off to the secondaries. CoreLogic, SageStream, you got CoreLogic. You say off the top of my head, I got too much going on right now, but CoreLogic, SageStream, Beta. You got I can't think of the name, but you got all the secondary. If you buy, it's inside of the Patreon. If you want to purchase it, it got I think 17 secondaries that you can write to. So the same letters that you send off to Experian, Equifax, TransUnion, you send it off to the secondary companies also, letting them know that you did not authorize them to report on you, so that way they don't go and report to the major bureaus. As soon as it come off of them, the major bureau is going to reach down to the little brother going to put it right back on. So you need to report to them that and send the letters off. Now, with that letter, you also going to, in that letter, you have not just disputes, you also got a threat. I'm threatening you with a lawsuit because I didn't authorize this, okay? So you're going to get them a lawsuit letter, okay? That's going to threaten them with a lawsuit, okay? So with that being said, you sending off your documents that you need to send off. You sending off your letters, your dispute letters. You sending off your lawsuit letter. That way they don't play with you, okay? Now, you done sent it off to Experian, Equifax, TransUnion. You done sent the same group of papers to your secondaries. Now, you take that same group of papers that you sent off, and you send that same group of papers to all of the creditors. If you got 5 creditors, you got Bank of America reporting on you, got Capital One mad at you about a credit card, you got Symphony, whoever you have, you got a car lot that financed your car and they're reporting on you. So all of these creditors need to be sent the same documents so that way they cannot report on you and they will be threatened with a lawsuit, okay? So now, that's what I tell people. People think it's just easy to do credit. No, it is easy for us because we do it every day. But remember, we done sent off 3 letters, Experian, Equifax, TransUnion. Then we done sent off probably another 9 letters on your behalf to secondary. We don't hit all 17 because we don't need to hit some of them. Like we don't need to hit check systems or any of that because they don't report that. They only report bad checks and all that. We don't need to report to certain companies because certain companies are only for certain entities. Certain companies report strictly for broken leases. Certain companies report strictly for bankruptcies and say you got a closed bank account. So certain companies only report for certain things. So there's no need to send it off just to everybody. No, send it off to who matters. So with that being said, I'm just gonna give you a hint. SageStream, CoreLogic, definitely send it off to them. LexisNexis, definitely. So those 3, along with the first 3, you're looking at 6 right there. And so you got 5 or 10 bad accounts that from your a hospital bill, cell phone bills, light bill. When they turn the lights off, they put that on your credit. So you got 3 plus 3, that's 6. Plus 10, you got 16 letters that's going to go out on your behalf. And you don't have to send them overnight. You'll be paying God knows how much money to send them overnight. We send overnight letters, and that's $30-something to send per letter. No, you can send it a regular priority mail, which is $6 a letter, but still, You're sending off 16 letters at $6 a letter. You're about $100. But to fix your credit and get your credit to where it want to be, there is no amount of money that you can put a price tag on, okay? You sending off all these letters to get your credit fixed. And trust me, this week, not next week, this week, probably about tomorrow, we will have them letters uploaded where you can purchase them in our Patreon, okay? It's just something I want to do. I said I want to help my people. I'm gonna get it started, but I didn't put the letters in Patreon, but I'm gonna put the lawsuit letter in Patreon. That way you can sue. Okay, you can buy that letter and you can sue. When you threaten them with a suit, they take that stuff off like that because they do not want to be sued because it's illegal what they're doing as far as reporting on you, and they don't have any type of signed documentation to prove that you have given them authority to report on you. Okay, so it's illegal what they are doing, but they do it because you don't know no better. Just like child support. You don't know all the laws and ramifications of child support, so they do what they want to do. They take your license, they take your passport, they put you in jail because you don't know. So dealing with this credit is the same exact thing. Government has set a whole system in place that take advantage of the people, okay? So they do all of these things, okay? Now, with that being said, you then sent off to the major credit bureaus, you then sent off to the secondary bureaus, you done sent off to the creditors. Now you're gonna wait and you're gonna get your letters because when the creditors hit you back with a letter, if they don't hit you, remember all this is priority mail, so they got to sign for it. When they hit you back with a letter, if it haven't come off of the credit bureau, you can send that letter in that they're gonna send you back. It's by law they have to send you a letter, okay? And in that dispute and in that lawsuit, it's gonna say they have to provide you with the signed documentation proving that it was you. You need my driver license, you need my social security card, because in order to get a loan from a creditor, you got to provide those things. Remember, a lot of times the dealership don't provide those things. They're moving a million miles an hour. They just want to get the loan done. They want to get this money done. All these things got to be provided. A signed contract with my wet signature on it. I need to see my signature and make sure my signature match. I need that driver license to be lining up. And I need my social security card to be lining up with the documents. You say I got a car. Okay, I need to see the original documents from that loan. 90% of the time, all companies, because they're dealing with thousands of people, they put that stuff in archive. They got a company called Iron Mountain. If you look it up, they got stuff in archives because companies pay them by the sheet to put stuff on a counter. My uncle used to manage an Iron Mountain. It's a warehouse, probably 100,000 square foot loan with boxes and boxes upon boxes stacked up probably 20 foot tall in the air, because all of these documents from hospitals and the police department and all these old files that they have to keep for so many years that cannot be discarded or destroyed have to be held somewhere, and they don't have the storage, the time, or the management to hold it. So Iron Mountain puts this stuff up, and anytime they need it, they charge them to go and pull a file because sometimes they need that file, especially if they got to go to court or whatever. Now, remember, they have 30 days to respond to you. Otherwise, they got to take it off permanently. Now, if I got to call Iron Mountain and they got to go through a box of files that's probably 1,000 boxes behind other boxes and pull a file, 9 out of 10, it probably won't get done in 30 days, okay? So that's going to be dropped. And once they drop it, they cannot no longer put it back on. Any questions? Okay, no longer put it back on. So, so you're dealing with credit. It's one of them subjects to where you got to know what you're doing and you got to know the time frames. There's so many ways to learn. Stop learning from all these so-called gurus on credit. I signed up 5 people today for credit. And out of the 5 people I signed up, 4 of them have been scammed by somebody. People are scamming you, okay? They're scamming you left and right. They don't know what they're doing with credit. They got it looking good. They got the website. They got the portals. They got it looking extremely good just to scam you, okay? These are master scammers. These are not just credit people. If they can't tell you what they're going to do, how long it's going to take, you do not have to pay credit every month. That's a scam, okay? I'm going to pay a monthly fee. No, this is not a subscription. I just need to know what it's going to cost me to fix my credit, and can you do it in the time you said? Okay, I don't need to pay a monthly subscription, because if you pay me a monthly subscription, Sounds good. I can have 1,000 people. All the people that call me, I can have 1,000 people pay me $60, and that's 60,000 freaking dollars every month subscription for the next 6 months to a year. And every time I look up, if you got 10 things in your credit, every month I'm gonna fix one or two. So that way I can tag you along. And I know you're gonna mess something up because that's all they do. I fix your credit, now you go get you a car. Now you go get you a house. Now you go rent some. 2-3 months later, you're getting evicted or whatever. So now I gotta fix it again. So it's an ongoing relationship. You pay a subscription of $60 and every month, and I fix your credit. If you get some more inquiries, I take the inquiries out. Whatever it is, I do it for $60. I thought about it. It's brilliant now. That's what you call residual income, like a mug. But I just believe in just doing job the right. You pay your fee, I fix your credit, and I go about my business because we got 100 more people calling through this door that we got to fix their credit. So with that being said, any questions, brother? None. Okay, good. Because people, I see stuff, but there's no questions. So anyway, but that's the thing about credit, okay? I'm gonna recant this one more time, then I'm gonna go to the trust funds. I'm gonna go to something else. So y'all better ask questions if you got some. You send off your letters to the credit bureaus, Equifax, TransUnion, Experian, okay? You upload your letters to the credit bureau. So we don't just upload our letters, we send off also. That way, in case you say you don't see it, we upload it, we send it. We do both. We upload it and we send the letters off, okay? Now, we send it off to the secondaries also. We upload it, we send it, okay? We do it all at the same time. Now, with that being said, now that you done uploaded it, now that you done send it off and did what you had to do, now the last part of the game is call. You can get stuff off your credit in literally 24 to 48 hours with Experian. If once you send your letters off, you give them a call and you let them know that you sent in your documentation and it's been uploaded, and I need you to pull this off. I need you to pull off these inquiries. I need you to pull off these bad accounts, yada, 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 yada. Now, it don't work that easy with TransUnion and Equifax, but with Experian, yes, it's coming right off. Now, remember, you have to send off to the secondaries. Otherwise, it's going to come off, but it's going to come back on. They're going to take it off, but they're going to put it back on because the secondaries are the companies that are reporting on you is going to put it back on your credit. They're going to put it back on your file. So I would say, instead of playing games and waiting, I would do it all, everything I'm telling you to do, and call. Some of you all, I got a guy right now that had an 800 scored 3 times this year. Got an 800, damaged his credit by buying a new car and a bunch of inquiries. Got an 800 again 3 months later, took that stuff off, got another brand new car, fixed his credit, again, got another brand new car, 800, and now he rides in a brand new truck and got a house. So yeah, credit is everything. When you know the credit game, it's not just a way of fixing your own credit, but now you can fix your family and friends' credit. Now you can fix people's credit, can make money. I mean, it's side money. It's a side hustle. So even if you, and I'm not telling everything, there's a lot that goes with this, okay? But I'm giving you the basic game for those who kind of know what they're doing. Now, if you want to learn the game, you got to come to the convention. Now, the conference is is the 25th, okay? You got to come to the conference. It's $999 if you want to know the whole game and go through step by step and know the exact paperwork or the exact documents to send off, okay? But if you kind of already know what to do and how to do it, then you kind of know what I'm talking about. You send your documents off, you send your lawsuit letters and stuff, and you can get this stuff done. So anyway, we about to go on break. We've been here for 23 minutes so far. We're going on break. We're going to come back for about another 20 minutes unless y'all got some questions. And if not, we'll be out. We'll be right back. And we back. Before we move on about the trust, we talking about the credit. I'm gonna do a recap on this credit before we move on. Okay, I want to make sure those who coming in late know what's going on. With everything. Okay, with the credit. Okay, with the credit, you're gonna send off your documentation. Okay, I'm gonna just recap to your credit bureaus, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. You're gonna send off everything to them. Okay. Now, once you send off everything to them, you're also gonna send everything off to excellent. You're also going to send everything off to your secondaries. You're going to send everything off to your secondaries, okay? Once you send everything to the secondaries also, because what do people do, everybody like to just send off to Experian, Equifax, TransUnion, okay? And I'm going to tell you some more stuff, so I'm just hang tight. Everybody like to send everything to Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, but you got to send off the same exact packet. When you're making them letters, send that same packet to them secondaries. CoreLogic, SageStream, LexisNexis, you send them same packages to them secondary. Then you send the same package to everybody that's bad on your credit profile. If you got Capital One, you got Bank of America, you got Wells Fargo, you might have bought a car with them. You send that same package to them, threatening them for supplying your information and sharing your stuff, and you threaten them and yada, 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 okay? You send that packet to them also. So that way they will not report that thing back to that creditor. They have to send you what you put in that packet. Your original document showing that you signed off on it and prove to me that it actually was me, okay? Do you got some video footage? What you got that can prove to me that it actually was me? So with that being said, you send all that off. Now, you want to get your credit fixed fast, you're going to have to call. Now, when you call Experian, you can't call Equifax or TransUnion. You ain't going to do that. But when you call Experian, you're going to be on the phone for at least about an hour or two. Just telling you now, reporting to them that you uploaded your documents, you sent some documents in, and you want to get this stuff off your credit. Okay, they'll take it right off. Like they literally take it right off. But you're gonna be on the phone a while, and you're gonna be going through each account with them. So have it in front of you, so you can go through each account with them, let them know what's bad, what bad addresses you have on, what incorrect spelling of your name is there, everything. Now remember, and this is not a racist statement, and this is stuff this is proven facts. All the white friends I have, most of their moms and fathers been in the same house for 30, 40 years. We the only ones that move every time the lease is broken. Okay, so these people credit files be having like one address, maybe two addresses, their name be correct. So all that stuff matters. When you look at our profile, they got aliases, better known as, your nicknames, all that stuff got to come off, because all that takes away points. Okay, all those different addresses take away points. The wrong job, because you ain't at that job, that was 10 years ago. Take away points. Take that off of your credit profile. Okay. The wrong house, the wrong phone numbers. Take all that off your credit profile and correct all that stuff. That's how you get loans. When you're going to get a loan, they want to look at the accuracy of your profile. People just look at the number. Remember, listen what I'm telling you. They look at the number. It's always, I got 800, but your profile stink. I need your profile to match your number. Your number can be high, but your profile is garbage. So we want to make sure your profile is accurate as can be. And if it's not strong, but you got a high number, okay, I got a 750 credit score, but I only got 2 accounts. I put on there Kickoff and Kovo. No, nobody don't go by that no more. Kovo and Kickoff, we know that there's some bought accounts, people buying that to make their credit look good. I'm gonna ask some questions to make their credit look good. That do not work no more. Okay, you need to go get a real trade line. I don't care if you got $2,000-3,000. Go to Navy Federal, open you an account, get you a pledge loan for those $2,000-3,000, and put you a primary on your credit. Also, go to Rent Reporters and pay for Rent Report, because they don't give you a backdated. They go 5 years now. Backdated Rent Reporters, I think 5 or 10. I don't remember. I ain't did it in a while. But because when 5-year Rent Reporters, and you can backdate a trade line for Rent Reporters. So you need to do things like that. Backdated trade lines That's what gives you the power to get money. What questions you got, brother?
Someone's asking, does this work on mortgage late payments?
Do it work on what?
Mortgage late payments.
Mortgage late payments. I'm glad you asked that. Yes, as far as taking it off your credit, yes, but it takes longer because mortgage late payments that goes through the back, that goes through the courts. You know, once you well, I'm sorry about that. Foreclosure go through the courts. Mortgage late payments, the same thing. Once we take it off of your credit, they will not be able to report it. Okay. Now the problem is that you're still paying on that mortgage. So you're going to have to make a decision. Do and contact them, threaten to sue them for the late payments. Don't threaten to sue them for the account. It's a two different kinds of letters. Okay. Threaten to sue them for the late payments only. Tell them you want to take that off. I didn't authorize y'all to send the late payments to report on me. You know, I don't mind you reporting my account, but you're not going to damage my credit by reporting late payments when I am caught up. You know, but you have to be caught up to do that. Okay. If you were late, say for instance you was late, something happened, it don't matter, a year ago, 6 months ago, whatever, it don't matter because you were late, but you're caught up now. So now you have a leg to stand on. I can fight now because I'm up to date. You know what I'm saying? So they will work with you and they will take those late payments off with that letter that you send in. That's guaranteed. You know, I know they say don't say that, but you know, I've done it. So you can fight them, but you have to be up to date. If you're still late, behind on payments and all that, you really don't have a leg to stand on. The best bet with you would be just to take the whole account off because you don't have nothing. Because you want to work. You want me to work with you, but you're not giving me nothing to work with. So yeah, what else you got?
What are the steps to buying a company vehicle after getting your credit fixed?
Buying a company?
Buying a company vehicle.
Oh well, you have to find. It's kind of like good question. Y'all asked some good questions today. It's kind of like getting a house. I done got houses and apartments under what's called corporate leasing. And I say it again, corporate leasing. Okay. That's where you go and you get a house or apartment leased under your company name. Okay. You don't even have to supply your stuff. It's all under your company and it builds your company credibility and credit. Okay. Which is another trade line for your company. But a car you have to get with the dealership. Not every dealership, just like not every apartment or house do corporate leasing. It is mostly the big corporations, that people that own 50 different apartment complexes. They are used to that type of stuff because they're dealing with the airport, they're dealing with the hospitals, they're dealing with people that do corporate leasing. They have corporations that lease probably 100 apartments for their staff that's coming in. So they're used to that. Call outs the same. Like in Houston, one of the call outs that I personally bought trucks from for my company was called Corey Motors. They are on the I-45 north, in the like in between Greenspoint and Northline, but Northline area. But they Corey, Corey, Corey Motors. They do company finances. So you have to just call the dealerships and ask them if they do company finance. If you can purchase a car through your company. And I say you got to call them because not everybody do it. Everybody don't know how to do it. So you'd be wasting your time just popping up when you can just call and find out who do it. But once you get your company set up, and you don't have to have the good thing about man, it's a real good question. The good thing about buying a car in your company, you don't have to have good credit in the company. They will finance you as long as your financials, your company is set up right, and your financials in order. You can just open a company, and as long as your financials in order, you got a bank account, you got your company together, it's registered, you know, it's active. They will finance you for a company vehicle that will start building your company credit easily. That's considered a primary. Now your company is operating, making money under that company. So that's pretty easy. You just have to find out who finance cars, and you can get one on your company. Really, they finance you on your company faster than you'll finance under your name. Go ahead. What you got? Okay. So whenever you're doing the credit, like I said, I already done recapped and told you what you need. Company credit is a whole. I'm gonna do a whole nother segment on that because that's a whole different ball game. Okay, fixing your personal credit. What you got?
How long do your company's primaries have to sit on the credit in order to build it up?
At least 3 to 6 months. If you want some real money, all right. If it's not an age company, because you need it, everybody's buying age corporations. That's good. You don't have to have an age corporation, but it's always better to have an age corporation. They want some time and effort. Now I can show you ways to. I'm gonna do another podcast. I can't put it all in one, but I'll show you ways on how to get age companies. Okay, I've been having a guy. He paid me for 2 consultations. I think he in Atlanta. I don't know where he at, but he's trying to do. He's learning the game on how to get age corporations. What I showed him. So I'll show you how to get that instead of paying. I charge $5,000 to get you an age corporation, but there's ways you can go by getting it for free on your own. It's going to take you time, though. You raise your hand, brother? Okay, it's going to take you time. Buying an age corporation, there's people out there that just buys the age corporations and sell them. Okay, so buying an age corporation would be faster than me showing you how to find it. Now, I can show you how to get one for free, but that way it may take you 2-3 weeks, a month to get your own, but it's free. So think about it. $5,000 free. $5,000, you get your age corporation in 1 week. Free. It may take you a month, but it's ways to go by getting your age corporation for free. So it's not always, and then it's always cheaper ways to get it also. It depends on where you want your age corporation at. Everybody, I want to debunk that myth. Everybody want to go to Delaware or to Nevada. No, sir. Get you an age corporation or build your corporation where you at. Stop trying to get all these people lying online telling you, go ahead, what you got?
Let's see. Is it cheaper to get build your business credit with you from scratch, or is it cheaper to get a shelf corp?
Is it cheaper to get what, Brad? I can hear you.
Is it cheaper to build the business credit from scratch, or is it cheaper to get an A shelf corp?
It's always cheaper to build anything from scratch. It just takes time. That's why I love the scripture. It says that patience is a virtue. Sorry about that. Patience is time. So it's always cheaper with time. If you ain't got nothing that you're trying to get right now and you kind of comfortable, then time is always your best friend because you can build it right, and whenever the time comes, you can go get the bag. You know what I'm saying? So it just takes time, patience. You can build a company with credit from scratch and the credit and everything, and just say within 8 months you can go get you $250,000. I don't see why it's alone because half the people that I talk to don't have $250,000 now and won't have $250,000 by the end of the year. So to take 8 months knowing that you can get $250,000 is not a long time. But matter of fact, it's all over the internet right now. It's kind of funny, but their bank accidentally put $1 million in a man's account. That's viral right now. They put $1 million in an account and he didn't want to give it back. So they gave him a year in jail for that money. And he told him, I'm gonna go do it happily. He said, when I get out, I got $1 million. So he took a year in jail instead of turning that $1 million in. So think about that. I'm not saying you should do that, but I'm just saying he's willing to take a year in prison from his kids, his wife, whatever, for that $1 million because he figured he probably will never get a chance to get that $1 million again in his life. So he's gonna go sit down for a year. What about you? If you're not in jail, but just being free, are you willing to take 8 months? Just take your time, build your company, do things the right way, build a credit and all that, and then get the money? Or are you trying to get it now? Because everybody I talk to want it now. Now. Like, and I preach this, but they don't. I'm realizing that people really don't understand what I'm saying. I preach it every day, whether I'm online or in public, or on different podcasts, and the same story is always the same. I'll be like, you're rushing now to get money and don't know what to do when you get it. Everybody knows what to do with the money. Let them tell it. Man, as soon as I get this, I'm doing this. You don't know what to do with the money. If you knew what to do with the money, you would have some now. So that's the problem. If you don't have no type of IRA set up, stock accounts, brokerages, 401ks. Like if you don't have nothing set up now, money is not going to all of a sudden make you a magician or super smart that way you know how to do everything. No, money goes fast. It's like $100 bill. As soon as I spend that 100, I break that 100, man, that money gone. So the same way with this other money. So I would say start setting up now. Start preparing yourself now. You're gonna get the money. You wouldn't be here paying every month to learn if you wasn't gonna get the money. You doing more than most people doing. You got a mentor that's teaching you, but you also got to make some steps in your own, meaning that you got to start setting yourself up. Like I told Makita, okay, go to school, because after school come, even if it takes you a year, after school come, bam, we can set up your own business. And now you don't have to work for somebody the rest of your life. Now you got, I don't know, is she in here today?
I don't know, but Miss Galvin, if you in here, go ahead, tell us hello.
You say what, brother?
I don't know if she's in here, but if she's in here, go ahead, tell us hello, Miss Galvin.
Oh, yeah, I was just saying, because there's a lot of people that call me, but I'm just saying, you know, so she'll have her own business. You don't have to work for nobody the rest of your life. You have your own business set up, and I would start setting up now. If she's going to school, and if the school gonna take you 6 months or 6 weeks, or however, I would set my business up now. Just like people call me. I had a guy today, he paid me for a trust fund. He was like, man, he called me first. He was like, man, I don't own nothing. Is it okay to set up a trust fund? Yes, I set up a trust fund now when I don't have nothing. So as I get stuff, I put it in a trust. Half the time they're gonna ask you, do you have a trust? Just like I showed you, if you go back in my video, they asked me when I bought this other house we just bought that we getting ready to remodel. We ain't touched it yet, but we get ready to start remodeling it after I finish my house. Okay. So with that being said, I asked them, they asked me, are you gonna put it in a trust? They're gonna ask you these things. Some of the dealerships, matter of fact, when you go to the commercial dealerships, they're gonna ask you if you have a trust. So it's easier to just put it in the trust that you own already when you buy it versus go back later and reopen the case, and put it in the trust after you reopen it. When you could just do it in the beginning and save all that headache and all that hassle. So yeah, it's always good to get what you got to get now and do what you got to do now. What else you got? Okay, so yeah, ask y'all questions now. Ask y'all questions, because I mean this is good tonight. I mean everybody don't get this now. This about the credit. Go ahead.
Does the 6 to 8 months of building your business credit does that include business cash flow and the business primaries?
Does it include business cash flow and what?
And the business primaries.
Primaries, yes. Cash flow, that's up to you. I can't tell you that. It depends on what you do and if you're working. I mean, you're building your credit. If you got a business already, but you don't have credit, now I mean, if you're working and you're putting money in the bank, that's definitely gonna help. You don't have to have money in the bank for them to give you a loan. They just want to see. I helped a guy get a loan. This was probably 5 months ago. He didn't have nothing but probably $300 in the bank, but he ran $20,000 a month through his account. So the money ran through the account, and he was doing a lot of wrong stuff, meaning that he was all intertwined with the business, his name. It should have been separate. He should have had his own personal account and a business account, but he was utilizing his business account as his piggy bank. But the bottom line is he ran that kind of money through the account. And so the bank, they saw that. Yeah, he didn't have no money in the bank, but they see that every month he's making the money. So they're willing to invest in him because he's telling them, look, if I just had a small investment, I can double what I'm doing. And they, okay, well, if he made $20,000 and the average person is not making $20,000 a month, okay, cool. You know what? I'm going to invest in it. I'm going to give him 50 and we'll see what he can do with the 50. I'm not going to give him 200, but I'll give him 50 because he's running at least 20. Normally what they do is they give you 70 to 80% of what you bring in a year. So if you're doing $20,000 through your account a month, and if you got money in the bank, I want to correct that. Say, for instance, you're running $20,000 a month through your account. You got 12 months, so that's $240,000, okay? And you got about $50,000 in the bank, okay? You can go get $75,000 to $100,000 because you're running a substantial amount of money through your account and you got money put up. So you can double your money. So now when you get $100,000 from them, easily, you remember you got 50 in there. So now you got 150. Don't touch your money. We play with their money. So yeah, you can always, so that's, you just quadrupled your money. You just 3x your money. You had 50, you just got 100 from them. You 3x your money. They normally will give you that. If you got $350,000 in the bank, they'll give you $1 million. Okay, you have to have at least a third of the money to put up, and they'll give it to you. But your credit got to be good too now. Your credit got to be good to get $1 million. I don't want to sit and lie to you. No, if you got $350,000 in the bank and you got decent credit over 700, it ain't got to be 8, but over 700, they'll give you $1 million. I know. I just went and bought a house for $1 million, and my credit is up, and I got money in the bank, and there's no questions asked. They sign off on it like it's nothing because you got a certain amount of money that's flowing. You got money in the bank, and your credit is good. Your credit is the main thing you need to focus on, because if your credit good, I can't say it enough. You like a freaking boss out here with good credit. I remember when I first learned about good credit in 2017. It's a surprise you. I first learned about 2007. No, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. 2007 is when I first learned about good credit. I didn't even know I had good credit. Me and my wife went to buy a house. I had an 813 credit score at the time. And I didn't know. I was young. I'm 26 years old. Okay. And man, the lady told me, she said, man, your credit is like a doctor. Because all I knew was pay my bills. We from Louisiana. They tell you pay your bills. You may not know nothing about credit, but you're going to pay your bills. So we was raised up paying bills, not realizing that I'm building my credit from keeping everything up to date and on time. So, and back then, I would pay stuff I'd say back then, now too, I would pay stuff up. I'll be like, man, I hate, like my alarm bill at my house. I hate paying $75 a month. So you know what, here, I'm going to just pay it for the year. I'm going to pay it for 6 months. That goes to your credit. You know what I'm saying? So, all that stuff is, and start putting things more. If you want to build your credit, start putting more things in your credit. My alarm that's on my personal house is in my company name, which means I attach the EIN number to it. Okay. Now that's building business credit. My alarm here is in my company name. Building business credit. That's trade lines. That's primary trade lines. Okay. You got to have, for business credit, you got to have a nav.com. Okay. You got to have a nav.com, and you have to have a business bank account. Mandatory. Business bank account attached to your business with the same EIN number that you're going to put into nav, and you got to have the nav.com, because in about 2 or 3 months of you running money through that account, because you're going to attach that account to nav. We're going to do a part 2 of this, brother. We're going to attach that account to nav, okay? Nav is going to pull from that account. Everything that you have paid within 3 consecutive months become a trade line now. Everything that you have paid within 3 consecutive months become a trade line now. Let me go to commercial right quick, and we'll be back. We're going to talk about this. And so remind me what we was talking about, brother. What I ended on, because I want to hit back right there. Nav.com.
Yeah, we was talking about nav.com and setting up your business the right way.
Yeah, I told him I set up the business the right way. So you got nav.com. On nav.com, when you're setting up everything through nav.com. Now, let me give you, before we go out, I'm going to go out with a bang, okay? I'm going to give you some real live game, okay? It's so many ways to get credit for your business. It'll blow your mind, okay? Okay, with nav.com, remember, you're going to hook your bank account up to nav.com. Nav.com is going to pull everything. It's like a octopus or a spider. Everything in that bank account dealing with a bill that you pay consecutively every 3 months, or every month for 3 months is going to pull. Like I got a dealer's card. And it's connected to my business account. So that is a trade line because I pay that. That's a revolving trade line. I pay that every month. Whether it's $30, $100, I go shopping at dealers, I pay that bill off, okay? I got a one main financial account because I want to build a credit in the business. I pay that every month. Boom. That's build a trade line. My light bill, they pulled it every 3 months. It has to be paid in that account. Everything got to be in that account. So the light bill, boom, that's a trade line, a primary trade line. So now my business credit is getting stronger because it's pulling from the bank account that's showing I pay my bills through that bank account, which is the business bank account. So if I'm paying lights, and now they're going to ask you when you're setting up NAV, they're going to ask you for, besides the business bank account, they're going to want to know your light bill and they're going to want to see the light bill, the account number. You're going to put that in there and they're going to verify it. They're going to pull it, So all that stuff becomes trade lines, okay? Now, set nav.com in about 3 months from you running money through your account, they've seen it and all that, they're going to give you credit, okay? They're going to issue you a credit card, okay? You can apply for it or they're going to just give it to you. I didn't even know I was getting one. They just gave me one for $10,000, okay? I got a nav.com credit card for $10,000 3 months into the game from the money that I was putting in the account. Now, besides that, you can get, because remember, this is the business you're talking about. So you can get a Stripe account, okay? You get Stripe, get a business Stripe account linked to your business, linked to NAV, okay? And in 3 months, listen to me clearly, 3 months if you're doing good business, as long as you run $5,000 through your Stripe account every month, I don't care if it's your regular money and you just swiping your card and you running $5,000, your mama may want to pay for something. Just tell her to run it through your Stripe account, give her money right back. It doesn't matter. Your friends may want to go buy some food at the store. Look, run it through my Stripe account. I'm going to give your money right back to go shop. I don't care. As long as you run $5,000 through your Stripe account every month for 3 consecutive months, they're going to give you $25,000 credit line. Okay, that's Stripe. They're going to give you $25,000 credit line through Stripe credit card. Okay, so it's all kind of ways to get money and have primaries for business. But like I keep telling you, you notice that everything I'm saying is like a 3 month cap to an 8 month cap. It takes time, but think about it. You can get 10,000 from NAV. You got 25,000 from Stripe in 3 months. So in 3 months, you done got 35,000 extra dollars. Some of you all probably make 35,000 a year. So you just doubled your income to $70,000. What you gonna do with that money? You know how to invest. You know how to play the stock market. You know. So what you gonna do with that money once you get it? Now that's not even going to a bank, applying for a loan, trying to get a line of credit. That's nothing. That's just from being a good steward, as the Bible says, of your time. You're a great steward of your time. So your great stewardship earned you rewards, like swiping a credit card, and now you get frequent flyer miles or you get points back. I just looked at my and we about to shut it down, but I just looked at my what is that? I looked at my I got a credit card, an American Express card with Navy Federal. I just got it like maybe a month ago. They offered it to me, so I got it. It's a $5,000 Navy Federal credit card, and I just be using it. And I let my wife. I got her one. I let her use it. Whatever, just whatever. You use it, whatever you do, just let me know and put the money back. Well, I looked at it yesterday and they told me I had $586 cash back from using the card. And we probably use 2,000 and some dollars or 3,000 some dollars. So from using $3,000 and swiping, I got back 500 and some dollars. Like, it shocked me because I looked at them like, okay, I'll get cash back. So you got to know what you're dealing with, because these different cards are cash back cards, and these cards will blow your mind. Like, seriously, you don't know. People just get cards because they, and I got to say this before we close. People get cards looking up the way the card looked. Like, this is the funniest thing. I saw a girl in the bank. I was talking to her while I was waiting on my banker to come, and they're picking cards based on the look of the card. Oh, that card, that's the Bart Simpson. Give me that card. Or they got the American flag. Give me that card. Like, people are buying cards based on how the cards look, not what the card offer. These banks have 6 or 8 different cards, and the cards all do something different. One may have cash back. One may have frequent flyer miles, just for example. One may have discounts on purchases of food. You can get up to 20% if you purchase at Costco or Albertsons or Kroger's. Like, cards do different things. And and they say that we perish from lack of knowledge. We got to get more knowledge to reading, man. Just read. I'm gonna end on this. A little homeboy of mine, he's buying a house. Okay, he's buying a house. Well, he was buying a house. I don't know if he still is or not, but he was buying a house. Now, in the process of buying a house, you got to pay the HOA fees, because they want you to pay that. Whatever the other owner is left off, like right now we're in July, so if it's $1,000 for the year, they're gonna prorate it, and then you got to pay that. So he paid $700 or something for the HOA fees. Then he paid something for something. Then survey and appraisal. He paid like another $600 for that. Then he paid $3,800 for escrow, because you got to pay escrow when you're buying a house. It goes towards the closing, but it's sitting in escrow. Well, what he failed to realize is that if you don't get financed, if the deal don't go through, or if you back out, you say, you know what, I changed my mind. I don't want this house. I want another house. You lose all your money. He didn't read the fine print. All of the money go to the seller. So basically, you put down almost $5,000 that you basically could have just handed to the seller and say, have a nice life. Thank you for letting me look at your house. We got to learn how to read, y'all. We got to read the fine print. I'll say this on my way out. We are offering life insurance now. I got a guy I partner with. He's doing life insurance and all that. So we have life insurance, IULs, all this stuff. So you got to let me know if you need that. I finally got somebody that we offering that to. I forgot to tell you, Rashawn, but I'm gonna lace you up on it. But we got somebody that we offering that to. So we got that in the system as of right now, where you can get an IUL, okay, or you can get whole life or even term life. Look, you ain't got to start big. If you can't get an IUL, you can't get whole life, at least you got some insurance for you and your kids. The same little homeboy I told you about, just buying a house. He got him $100,000 on him and his children. So each of them got $100,000. I think he paid like $60 a month for all of them. So, hey, $100,000 is a lot of money for people who don't have no money. So God forbid you die, but we all will one day. But at least if you die, you leave your family with $100,000 and not broke. Okay, not them paying your bills or trying to get some GoFundMe or raise some bake sales or wash some cars or something. Okay, so at least you leave something. So we got all of these different products. Now, another product would interest me a lot, which I'm gonna learn more about it this week and be putting it online, is a product for people while you're living. I love it. It's insurance while you're living, that if you lose your job, you get hurt, whatever, they will cover. It's kind of like an Aflac, but better. It's more on steroids. It will cover whatever money you've been making. You will make the same money. So if you're a truck driver, you working, you're hustling, you make $5,000 a month, they're gonna pay you $5,000 a month for 5 or 10 years. Okay, so it's a living insurance. I just heard about that a few months ago. So I'm looking into that for my own family. It's a living insurance. So whatever I tell them I make now, they adjust what I got to pay them per month for having that new insurance. and it's a living insurance. So it's not for death, it's for living. If I get hurt, I go to the hospital, or I just decide I can't work for a year, they're going to pay me what I'm used to making to cover my bills and everything up for God knows how long. So yes, we start reading, get more educated, man. I'm gonna be passionate to you, man. I ain't playing. I'm passionate to you. I'm thinking about going live again tomorrow because there's so much stuff I want to tell you, and I want to recant this again. So yeah, we probably gonna go live again tomorrow. And man, y'all tune in, man. Any questions before I go? Okay, y'all tune in, man. I really enjoyed y'all. I got some more stuff I want to talk about, man. Y'all, if y'all got any questions, put it in the chat, man. I'm gonna answer that on tomorrow, man. I'm gonna be answering it. Put it in the chat. I love to talk with you. And until next time, be blessed.